All right. Hello. Hello. Wait, she moved away. Oh, she walked away. Yeah, let's talk to her some other day. So, we're back. Darius, huh?
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though. If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Hey, what's up, Ultimate?
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all
Welcome
you need
back,
to know.
Ultimate.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu?
Orpa. Om
Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as
We're going
I
after
am for them, I suppose.
The butcher? Yeah.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English
Is this more of a
doctor?
side quest?
It
No,
must be my lucky
this is the main
day.
quest, I think.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Yes?
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Yes, we're not trying to talk to him. I see. Yeah, we've been talking with most NPCs that we met, so not a lot have happened. This game has a lot of talking. Oh. Oh. This place gives off a bad vibes. She did send some poor old sod to the sewer beast. So did she do it intentionally?
Can you hear my voice?
He doesn't even have a heartbeat. Oh, that's a scalp.
I need help.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of
Conversation,
dizziness, muscle
investigation,
aches,
is it
head
visible?
pain,
Yes.
diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort.
game is
liquids for
inspired
dehydration, but
from
he's
those
having
games.
trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's turning into scalp.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Not a good game to watch while eating.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
I'm not the pro. You die.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Oh, so I cannot select you and see how much experience I will gain from this, huh? Oh, right. Okay, Ottoman, which one do you prefer? I think she doesn't mean badly. Of course she doesn't. Spare or embrace? Spare or embrace? You're judging her for a crime by killing her committing another crime. Doesn't sound right. I don't really judge her. By embracing her, you become more powerful, but at the same time, you end a threat to Lady Ashbury, which is your goal. 2. You spare her and hope that she will not backstab you in the end. Will she continue to bribe, or will she not? You go for spare.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then.
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
I don't know why Diggly Doodly down about Ashbury. I don't care. District will soon suffer the consequences of your actions.
This one stinks already. He's done for.
Did they kill her? Okay, I think we will do a good playthrough then as our first. I would kind of want to make a, you know, a very Count Dracula.
Better go home, sir. Are you bloody stupid?
I'm going home.
Crush the leech, boys!
What? Did they kill her? I'm not sure if they did kill her.
Kill the vermin! Beast! Doesn't like fire, does it?
No, by when I say evil playthrough, I mean that we will embrace everyone. The entire, or every district will go into chaos because we drink everyone.
Mind his teeth!
You know, if you embrace them, you are destroying the district. If you embrace enough, there will only be chaos in the end. Embracing is immoral. It is destructive.
Now
But we might actually embrace some, but not everyone. I thought embrace supposed to be good in the sense that you're bringing justice by killing who judge you to be the bad people. No, embrace is an act. It is a vampire term for shoving, you know, for draining their body of blood. You kill them. An embrace kills. But it also means that you regain all of the memories of the person. You will learn all of their darkest secrets. Embracing makes you more powerful as well.
Colleague.
Power leveling. So the question is, preservation or destruction? By letting her live, will she cause more damage than if you had embraced her? Those are the consequences in this game. Did you embrace in order for the better of humanity? Or will the consequence doom humanity? That is the dilemma. But when you do a kind of like more of an evil playthrough, it's like, I don't care, I just want to become more powerful.
I'd like to see what kind of...
Did I buy one? I hope I did.
When science fails you, this elixir
I wonder what choice we would
again.
get if we got all the hints though. Yeah? I wonder that too. Now, for instance, if you embrace a murderer, this would mean that later on he might not kill a specific person. So in that sense, by the consequence of embracing that individual, only proved to be more beneficial to everybody else than if you had let the person walk away.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
A gun, alcohol, and a...
For instance, this person might be a ticking bomb. If you don't embrace the serial murder, for example, you can have them as an ally later on because you spared them. Or they kill your best friend. Because you spared them. Because they existed. They killed someone who you totally did not want to die. And thus you get the bad ending. She agreed to offer to giving you supplies whenever you need. Yes. But for instance, if we go back to this one, Clay Cox. Clay Cox, 30 years old, male. A low life with no consideration for other human beings, save perhaps his wife, Edwina. He was the leader of the Wet Boot Boys, one of the toughest gangs of the East End docks. The gang imposed rules were only meant for outsiders, and Mr. Cox himself owned a large section of the black market that now plagues the district. As tough as he was selfish, Mr. Cox seemed to consider all human beings as prey, enemies, or tools. He considered Edwina to be his female counterpart. She was the only woman he ever respected, maybe because she was the only one who ever dared to oppose him. She was absent from his last thoughts, though, as Mr. Cox was too busy cursing the world as I killed him. Now, this person, we embraced him when we witnessed when he killed someone. I don't care about this cunt. Well, yeah, see, kill him. Yes, he is dead. We embraced him. Benjamin is a war veteran. Benjamin needs medication since he came back from the front.
You'll understand. You've wasted.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help?
Oh, sorry.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Treatment for migraine.
I will see you.
Then again, I guess if you spared him, he would be an ally. No, not necessarily.
It's locked.
This kind of game tends to punish you for everything you do. I think this guy might be a salvageable. He just needs help. Yes. But you also need to think of this. Enemies are starting to get to level 15. We are level 10. We need experience. On the hardest difficulty, the only way to level up in this game is by embracing others. I wish this game had fast travel.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy! Vermin!
We're playing on hardest. No, we're playing on normal. There's very few. I was interested in hard mode, but it didn't seem like a good first playthrough difficulty. Oh. You would have to embrace everybody. Yeah. Also, you kind of need to know where you can get hints as well. So if you don't like to just run around and look for hints, you will have a very boring experience as well.
Crush the leech, boys!
But I want to play this game on hard mode. But then I will also most likely embrace everyone because of story reasons.
Burn it, boys! Die, burning!
Are we supposed to walk through here? No. But yeah, this game is nice. More of a detective game, Keppa, or a hint finding. If you want to go for embracing, that is.
It's locked, all right.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
What prevails in the end, I wonder? The desire for blood, or to be of service to man?
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you, it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
You don't like her? Hehehehe.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
Swansea isn't any good either. Everyone keeps talking about how great he is. Yeah.
And no one suspected you of the murders.
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
Oh, yep.
My maker. He left
That
this
was the
isle
perfect
a
answer.
long time ago.
I have a friend who claims to be forever 22. Must be a vampire then. Then you could inquire how she reached immortality at such a young age.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Apparently the answer is having a child. Oh, by eating your child, huh? So she's a cannibal then? No. Okay.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Ah.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
Drink of your blood. Again, she's proving herself to be a fool. Make it a he. I don't know.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
No.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
Where's bad writing? Nah.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All
Because everyone
Ekon
loves
are vampires.
Agrides. Nah,
But all
it's not him.
vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society, and like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Yes.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
One floor up. Here we go. I like the music in this game. It's nice. This game is very slow paced though. Or it is just me who is being super slow paced. Kappa. The violin battle music though, it is a bit annoying.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Yes. Needs water. But I cannot get any water. Reasons unknown.
I cannot enter. Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks
It is so
like the
obvious,
Spanish flu, but
yeah.
its effects differ
Different answer.
greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
Pasta.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
No, if I were to distribute my bloods into others, then everyone would turn into scandals as well.
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
Dilly dum dum. Yeah.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
He's a skull.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Now we have something interesting going on here. It still says blackmail in Whitechapel, find a way into Darius Petrucci's house, but we've totally done that already. It got stuck. We've already been in the house. I'm supposed to go to bed, right? On second floor. Dappa. Rugen cancelled Yakuza? Yeah, right. Oh, right. Yeah. I understand what you mean. Because of the crashes. He will probably continue it once he gets his GPU. I mean, do you know how old his graphics card is? He's sitting on a 690 graphics card. I wouldn't say it is cancelled. It's just that it is hibernating until he actually can play it. And as you know, Rugen really likes the game. Shadow. This one uses blood, this one uses shadow. Because of its dark nature, this type of ability cannot be used too often. I think, oh, I really want to be a blood master. Blood cauldron. Why be a blood master when you can make Clodcock master? Sorry, we cannot make a Clodcock master in this. We don't care about bullets. As of late, the rumors that surround Whitechapel are ripening into facts. In the last 3 months, the police have suspected the district of hosting what might be the heart of London's medicinal black market. But of course, these suspicions will remain assumptions, for no task force or additional police presence has been sent to Whitechapel. No large drug stocks have been found, nor no crime lords arrested. This masquerade has only been planned as a desperate attempt to conceal the blatant incompetence of the London City Council's Board of Health, by giving the populace a cheap and easy victory. While the epidemic spreads more and more each day, worst of all, when you take time to review the most recent statistics, you discover that the district of Whitechapel is coping with the disease much better than other parts of the city. Is it a miracle? Evidence of the activity of an illegal but efficient medical underground? More proof of the authorities' criminal incompetence? All I know is this. If a Londoner has a better chance to survive the epidemic by choosing to live in this godforsaken borough, I am ready to move to any cheap flea and infested flat some shady land will agree to rent me right now. But when in front of those measured pathologic earlier, this feels a lot like pathologic now. Yeah. Could it be that it is the same devs? Alright, I haven't helped them in the docks actually. I probably should have. You sure about that automatic? That sounds totally weird. I don't think it's the same. They are different styles. Let's see here. Oh, holy shit. I think you're right. Totally don't nod. You're right, Ottoman. It is don't nod. I'm not sure if it's How big are they? Oh, they're big. They did Remember Me, Life is Strange. Then they did 3 games in the same year. Vampyr, Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, and Life is Strange. Yeah, so they definitely have several studios working on it. So I think Life is Strange studio jumped straight onto Life is Strange. Then, maybe. Okay, but they have multiple departments, it seems. They work a bit here and there, it seems. Okay, nice. Nice to see that it is Don't Nod, though.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Yeah, destroy the pillar and the entire place is going to go into hostile. Wait a sec. What is my... Mesmerize is level 2 now. Okay. Go. Oh, I'm not walking the right way, huh? Unless we take the back way here. Guys. Have we been in here before? No, we haven't.
It ain't human! It's a leech! He's too fucking fast!
Object. Let's see here, from guard prevent east. Vampire activity, hospital survey investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke hospital. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity. Concerning said leech, then report directly back to us and we will decide what action should be taken. Oh, Thelma, what have you got yourself into now? Thelma is suspected by Priven agents to be a real vampire. Thomas Elwood. So, Ottoman, what do you think about Thelma, the lady who thinks she's a vampire?
This is despicable.
Yes, I... Oh.
He's mine!
feel like the people who worked on this game most likely worked on Remember Me. That is for sure. At least what I think. Nah, you cannot tell, but I bet. Why is that? It has similar style. Oh, new dialogue available. You gotta go. Be back in an hour or so. Aight. Have a good one, Ottoman, and take care. I'm not sure how long I will play this game though. I feel like I need a break soon.
It's locked.
Oh, we can walk. Oh. Uh-oh. What does the sun mean? Oh, okay, okay. This one has migraine too. I don't understand why it has two. Mm, 1 second. Bathroom. Need bathroom. There we go. I'm Baku. All right, let's do this then. Sorry. Ah. How's it going? Hey, what's up, Frotworth? How you doing? It's going good. At the moment, we are exploring, one could say. And killing zombies. I mean, they're not really zombies, but they feel like zombies. Oh, oops. But we can make people explode. That is nice. Dang. We backtracked again. Or did we? Ah, okay. Wait. Explode into mist of blood? Yeah, pretty much. And it is nice. Oh, okay. That's all we could do down here. Or wait, did I begin from the other side? I can't tell. All right, that's actually progress to the next place. Okay, another detour. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a shortcut. Nice. think in some district we will become... Yes. For the fun of it, at least one district we should do something with. LTRT? Okay, here we go. Like this. Okay, 90 seconds. There we go.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Oh yeah. Rusty box of pills, huh? I like that. It is a nice one. Oh, there we go. Hey. Somebody help? Okay, where? yeah.
I have this thirst for blood.
What do you want?
Oh no. No, no! That was close. That was close to death.
What do you want?
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
It's carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder? This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Oh. Wait, I gave it to Albert Palmer? Oh no. Hmm. Alright, let's check this out.
Shouldn't you go back home, where you'll be safe?
Maybe later. But for now, I need to talk to my husband at the cemetery, Mr. Reed.
Merchant? Oh. All right.
As I feared. Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Die. go. Father Whittaker is so righteous, so full of compassion and love for the suffering one. Tonight I gave him all I have, my strength, my faith, my wealth, and if it was not enough, I know where to find more. Father Whittaker and I went to an abandoned house near St. Mary's Church. It was an awful and smelly place. Rats were disputing the rooms to the last remaining residents of the decrepit flats. Most of them are sick. Awful, awful odors. On the last floor, Father Whittaker found an old man lying on a dirty mattress, coughing and spitting blood in a wooden bowl. Father Whittaker knelt before him and prayed a long time. The man seemed to feel better. Then we both helped him find the light. I cried then, and I cry now, as I write these lines, for I have never seen a soul so relieved to be finally redeemed. Father Whittaker is a saint. If it's not presumptuous nor a sinful expression of pride, we shall be able to save as many souls as he does, for it is a real privilege to witness such miracles. Tonight we both went to the whorehouse boarding the canal. I must admit I was very afraid to cross the path of Jezebels, but the buildings were abandoned for a long time. Whores and infections go together, explained Father Whittaker, but their customers quickly get scared when there is mention of disease. In the last brothel we found 2 sick women sleeping together in a sinful attitude on the dirty blankets. The odor was awful. Once more, smell of Satan and of disease, explained Father Whittaker, for kneeling and praying for these lost souls. The women were so frail and sick they were not able to move. When I threw the petrol on the blankets, their souls are now cleansed and purified. Dang, that is. They burned them to death. Father Whittaker is a saint. I won't let anyone mock the holy man he is. He shall receive more help and support, but as all the true prophets, he is alone. He needs more from his followers. He needs love, proof of love. Tomorrow I shall go back to the cemetery and unearth more wealth for him. The dead have no need for the terrestrial goods, but we need to eat. Father Whittaker and I. Oh, okay. So that's how he died. Tonight, for the first time, it was my turn to lead the round. I chose to return where we went 10 days ago, to see if any more souls needed to be freed. Father Whittaker approved my choice since the good man's work is never finished and Satan never sleeps, he explained. He also said if I keep showing so much zeal, he may soon give me more important missions and tasks. I can't wait. 3 more souls have been cleansed from any corruption tonight. It's not presumptuous nor a sinful expression of pride. I dare to say we are one path greatest. Bang. Holy Jesus. This is Tobias Whittaker. We are going to embrace him. I mean, he's slowly destroying this place. While sure, killing the sick might be a good way to actually reduce the number of skulls. Still think he will start to kill more people than just that. So Tobias, you are on my list. Now we just need to find a way into that place. Probably here then.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
I'm learning. Every night is a new lesson. What I am, what I must do to survive. But my sister, she shouldn't have suffered because of my weakness.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Have we been? No, we haven't been there before, it looks like. Alright. So this way then.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
There we go. What? There we go. This one is dead. There we go. Ah. Interesting place.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Is he a priest?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury. These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Best run along. Stay back, beast.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'll do the same with you, Kale. Can you counter that? Oh, he can.
I order you to step back.
Oh, he's still alive. Dang.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
It's not something we can pick up. No.
Best be on. Get them weapons ready. We found. Elite! The leech has teeth. Shit, that leech is fast.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I don't know much about the woman.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the...
Oh. We've already talked to him.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the arid hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Oh boy.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Alright.
Hello again, miss. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Very well.
GG.
Goodbye then.
Some of us come to this world already touched by
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
There. I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better? Only time will tell.
Wait a second. What was that?
Hello again, miss. Hello, Camellia. How are you, partner? Come on, girl. Smile. Don't you know Dorothy and I have an agreement? We're on the same side. No? All right then, as you wish. Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then. Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious Camellia.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I'll leave you alone.
Let's see, where is he? Oh. see here, where is the father? Father, where are you? Father. There we have you.
Blinded by your false faith.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Oh, not really.
Tell me,
God,
purify.
you're
Your
my son.
Joseph.
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church.
Yeah, we've all already heard that.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
That woman is as depraved as Jezebel.
Really?
This woman runs no medical facility.
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime and proof of his death.
No! Samuel was the best of us. So devoted, so zealous. He gave all he had for the cause. He tirelessly preached the good word.
He defiled the dead with his petty thefts. That's how he financed your misguided crusade.
Think what you will. When this city is saved, he will be praised for his devoted fortitude. He walked boldly into the mouth of abomination.
Your precious Samuel used you. He was an immoral crook.
If that's true, then he will be my burden to bear during this endless night.
Don't you fear getting sick?
I've been touched by God.
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
A laughing queen dressed in blood. Tell me more.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision.
You sent a man to die because of a stupid vision. Good evening, Mr.
It's far.
Tobias Whitaker, confess why you burnt those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean to protect the righteous.
You are just another heartless murderer, exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself. The proliferating sick.
You're not the savior of London. You're just a glorified sadist.
I take no pleasure in this awful cleansing, Dr. Reed. I am only driven by the thousands of innocents I save each night.
I have heard enough for tonight.
A shame that we cannot mesmerize him.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's far.
I have heard enough.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Do you have any news of Nurse?
I guess what she does for people makes it all right in the end.
How is business around here? I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Right then. Show me what you have. It's locked, all right.
Okay. Okay.
Come on!
Oh, really? I see how this is.
cannot enter.
Okay, we can't go there yet. Or can we?
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed.
Oh, okay, we can come in. Ah, it's her. Okay.
It's locked, all right.
Yes?
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Tell me everything you...
I do not believe in...
Oh.
Goodbye, Mr.
So, we can open this door, I take it. There we go.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Good evening, nurse. How should I address you? Dorothy? Dorothea? Miss Crane?
Dorothy is all right. If you don't mind me calling you Jonathan.
That's fine with me.
What can I do for you then, Jonathan?
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
I don't know whether you have undertaken your own patrols or examinations, but local health seems stable.
How are things going in the dispensary?
Things are going fine since we made our arrangement.
Have there been any more attacks by the uniformed men?
No. It looks like they have found another business to extort.
Do you have many patients?
A few, but most of them just pass through and go back home, especially since those vigilantes stormed the building on the night you were here.
How are things?
Things are...
Show me what you have in stock, please.
Oh, well.
It's locked.
Oh well, let's continue on with the quest. Now, is there any way to... No.
This elixir will give you faith again.
Good evening.
Have you any news on Nurse Crane and her...
I can't believe that people are naive enough to trust her medicine.
Goodbye, Miss Swan.
Good evening.
I'd like to...
There we go. We are going to analyze her thing, if it is possible. Let's see here. This is truly the way back. This is to the west end. I mean, we could run through here as well. Get to that side. Ah, fine. Let's do it this way then.
It's locked.
Oh, okay.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
This district seems to get uglier every year. A lot of people are talking about this. Boston.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Baron.
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mystery?
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly, but it is not your concern, Doctor.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
We're not supposed to go in there. this path is the right one.
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys!
Oh.
Filthy piece of shit, brothers! Leech! Watch it! He's here!
Dang. Oh no, no! What? Wait, what? The fuck? There we go. Nom 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 nom. Dang. This is getting crazy.
Over there! Beast must die! Stop! Be strong, brothers! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Oh my god. Nice. This place is getting crazy in terms of enemies.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
remember you. Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Tell me what you are.
I am the whitened bones and blackened soil. The land made blood coursing through thy veins.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind?
So many
Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing.
Hey, what's up?
This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient.
Riding a bad attitude?
Who is he?
Really?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Who was Mr. Hampton? Who was Mr. Hampton? It's not Oswald. It's none of these, at least. None of them as well. How you doing? Whoop whoop. Hey, what's up, Ellen? No?
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
No. How you doing, Ellen? Can't hang out. This game is on my wish list, so I don't want it spoiled. But I still want to say hi. Yeah. Thank you, Ellen. And yeah, this game is okay. It's not super good, if you ask me, but it is good enough. It is a good game. Where's the save button? But yeah. I was actually thinking of taking a break here. I kind of feel like to go out on a walk. We've been gaming for a very long time for today. And yeah, and after that I think it will be bedtime. Sorry, Otto, but yeah, we've been going for 8 hours. But aren't you walking in game? Yeah. It's time to walk outside. But yeah, I think you will enjoy this game, Ellender. But until then, see you around, take care. I'll be back more tomorrow. I think I will be waking up quite early. But yeah, bye bye.